Hey you guys, it's Monica. Welcome if you are new and welcome back if you've been rocking with me. And today, I'm calling this craft and tell because you're probably like, girl, it's been 2 weeks. You said you was being consistent. Like, what happened? So first off, this is my Tumbler. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the counterculture DIY prime time. I got it good on the body, but you see it's all cracked up. So I went to the Alabama A&M University for undergrad. I got my mechanical engineering degree from there in 2013. Shout out to all my Bulldogs. But every Halloween weekend we play in a football game called the Magic City Classic, where we play our terrible rival. I don't even know why it's a rivalry at this point. The academics don't add up, neither does the sports. Alabama State. Located like somewhere outside Montgomery. That's a whole nother story. Y'all want to tell us how the only thing the lady could tell us about the school was the goddamn grass, but that's something else. And so I wanted to make a Tumblr to commemorate, you know, me being a bulldog for life. But yeah, I've been working on this cup for weeks and weeks, and so I was gonna do a peekaboo. Felt too lazy to do it. I'm like, too many layers. I'ma just do like a bootleg peekaboo. So that's what you're gonna see me doing in the background. There probably won't be really any real instruction because I really want to tell you guys why this cup took me 2 weeks to finish, and that is because I joined a cult. You're like, wait, what kind of cult let you be on YouTube? Girl, one where I told y'all how I went to Home Goods and tried to find that Rae Dunn stuff, and now I'm in a damn cult with these people. Y'all, I didn't join the cult. I go to Home Goods 5 days a week. I'm so embarrassed, but I'm not. I'm proud because, okay. So at first it started off like, oh, I would like some of these cute little canisters because, like, I've only been in the cult for 5 weeks. And so here's me messing up this tumbler, realizing that that's not the color I wanted. So I'm just about to chop it off with a stick, and then I rinse the cup with wet paper towels to get off as much as I could, and I just retouched it. So you're going to see me do this again. And so I've been in this cult for 5 weeks, and I go to the store multiple times a week. And yeah, it's an interesting place to be because you go in the store, you may buy something, you may not, you never know. And so I want to tell you guys about a specific story just last Tuesday where I was in the store when I should have been editing this video, but I was instead riding around in my car. And you know, my car take premium. It ain't, it's like $3.75 a gallon. It's not playing no games. And so I'm in the store and I take a picture of this really cute Rae Dunn cup that I wanted. It has a topper. And that's a new color glitter that I'm going to probably just call it maroon. I'll leave a link to it below. I'll put it up on the website. And that's just Mod Podge mixed with acrylic paint to look like bootleg Swiss Miss. And so, yeah. So I'm in the store. I take a picture of the cup and I send it to my husband because I always send him pictures and call him so he can talk me out of buying all of this stuff and spending all of our little pennies. And so I do a loop around the store. Still got this cup in my hand that I want, but I'm going back because they have all this stuff on the shelf because I was at Home Goods the previous day and I heard the girl tell the manager that they got a big FedEx truck. They had two big FedEx trucks, as a matter of fact. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I'll be back tomorrow around this time. And so as I'm standing at the rack and a lady comes like power walking up to it, this lady starts grabbing everything off the rack, like cups, canisters. She grabbed these little things that says cinnamon and nutmeg, which I found at another store this past weekend. Don't judge me. Starts grabbing everything. And so after she realized that I'm looking at the same stuff, like I butt up against her because, I ain't no hoe and I went to a HBCU, so I'm used to knucking if you buck. You know what I'm saying? And so I bump up against her and I start grabbing stuff like a psychopath. I was so embarrassed. So I start grabbing the stuff that I know I wanted because she only has two hands and she ain't got no card. I only got two hands and I ain't got no card. So now it's a battle of who can hold the most. And right after I finished that first layer, y'all, I immediately did a second layer, given no dry time. Just be gentle. You really want to just float the glitter. And so after we all grabbed some stuff, and I guess she realized that I was by myself and I was only grabbing one of everything to her grabbing four of everything. Now she started asking me questions like, oh, are you from here? Are you a hunter? Like, girl, what do me being from? Do I sound like I'm from here? No, I'm not, girl. I got a interesting accent from being raised in Pennsylvania, but being in the South for a decade. And so now once she realized I wasn't a threat and that I was only buying for myself, why this lady start walking me around the store, y'all? and looking at all the racks with me and showing me where to find stuff. She's like, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? I said, what is my life? Why am I here? What am I doing here? I have a whole business to run and a full-time job. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm tripping. But did I turn around and join their little Facebook group? Yeah, y'all did. And I went to another store after that. Because I have issues. And I have an addictive personality. And I can admit that. I'm one of those people, when I like something, I just like it. So that is the cup. And I sealed it with Counterculture DIY Quick Coat. And so I did 2 layers of sealing just to seal in the fine glitter. And now I'm actually going to go back and fill in the letters with the shatter glitter called Snowmass. So yeah, that's what you see me do next. All right, so back to the tail, as I'm calling it. So yeah, after this lady, walked me around the store and everything, told me to join her Facebook group. At the end, she introduced herself and was like, my name is such and such. What's yours? And so I immediately got in the car and called my mom. My mama, who tells me I need to stay out these stores, but me and her are one and the same, is where she has her stores she likes to go to constantly, and now Home Goods is mine for the last 5 weeks. And so the next day, I go back to the same store, y'all. People hate the Rae Dunn people. The associates at the store hate them with a passion, because I had just picked up a couple of mugs to match the canisters I got in the day before that all came in on the same big truck. But you got to go back multiple days in a row, because they're not going to set all the stuff out that matched at the same time, because that's not how it works. These are just regular people. They not damn superheroes. They just trying to work here and get their $15 an hour, and I ain't mad at them. And it's about to get wild with the holidays coming. So I go back, and so the lady, an older lady at the cash register, she's like, oh, are you into the Rae Dunn? Here go me. No. Not really, because at the end of the day, I do only buy for myself. I'm not a reseller. I don't buy for other people. That's not my MO. Again, I have a full-time job, a husband, a business, and hey, y'all, I got my aesthetics license, so watch out for your girl. But anyways, and so when I tell y'all, she starts going in on these people. She was like, these people come in here. She was like, there's one guy, and I know exactly who this guy is because I've seen him do it. She's like, he comes in here, he puts everything in his car, and then he starts video calling this woman, and she starts telling him where he needs to go next and what he needs to pick up and asking what he got. And I said, Lord Jesus, I'm glad when I'm addicted to something, I'm only addicted to it for myself, and I don't get other people involved in my foolery. Because if I were to buy more than one of which this lady see me got, she would probably berate me or side-eye me, and I don't want to be side-eyed by no old little lady, because I don't mean no harm. I'm just a regular person. So after that layer of epoxy, I sanded it down, especially nice and smooth where the letters are, so I can put the vinyl on top. And so yeah, so now I don't go to the store as much, because somehow in 5 weeks I've amassed like roughly 8 canisters, 20 cups. I finally did get the cinnamon and nutmeg little holders, and I need to stay my behind out the stores like my mom told me to. And I think I will, because the snow is coming in Colorado. We made it to November somehow without snow, and I'm thankful, but that's not a place I need to be. And so again, I made this video was probably doing something you guys have seen before, so I didn't feel the need to walk you through it. If y'all want me to do this video with this technique, you want to see it again, you want actual instruction, I will do that for you guys. But I just thought it was interesting, because I'm like, I've literally been neglecting YouTube. I haven't been neglecting Period 6 Glitter, because you pay for a product. I'm gonna make sure you get that product. So the order's been going out, just fine, but the content creation hasn't been what it needed to be. So I'm back to tell you guys that I have issues. I'm in the cult, but I'm not really in the cult. I'm from the cult via the outside looking in, and that's where I've been, and that's this video. And so I did change up the vinyl, but here is the final product. Shout out to Alabama A&M University. We did win the Magic City Classic on Saturday, and this is a tumbler for me. I know I said I wasn't making myself any more tumblers, but I did. So you like these kind of videos, you guys? If you want me to do more craft and tales like this, we can do something like I can tell you about the time we got stranded in Cuba or something like that. Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Follow us on Instagram at Period 6 Designs. Follow us on TikTok at Period 6 Glitter. Check out our website, period6glitter.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.